Joining us now from the Belgian capital is Bloomberg's Maria Tadeo. Maria, it seems like the progress is very slow. There was that tweet by Donald Tusk that really took the Brits by surprise, talking about a special hell for people who supported Brexit without having a plan. What is the mood out there?
Good morning, Francine. Well, the Prime Minister just walked behind me, and really the body language was just wow. The Prime Minister didn't say a word. She didn't kiss Jean-Claude Juncker. You know that is the standard here in Brussels. She just went straight in for the handshake. Very quiet, didn't say a word. The press pack here really insisted, is this hell for you, Prime Minister? This is really what the scene looks like just hours before we're supposed to get a joint statement. But if this is any indication as to what we should expect, it's not going to be a good day for Prime Minister May. She will probably go back to the UK empty-handed. The UK delegation very angry about that comment.
Maria, your reporting has been great, and frankly, off camera, off microphone, folks, Maria's really painted the color of Brussels. Let's look at where this started. The former Prime Minister of Poland, here's Mr. Tusk for the EU.
I don't recall, sir, any president insulting members of this House, members of the government and the British people in such a way. What means is open to the House or the government to respond to such a completely outrageous insult?
The House of Commons response we see with the green leather there to what Mr. Tusk said. Maria, you know, we're back and forth and all that. I want you to tell me what the body language is going to be forward. What does the rest of Prime Minister May's day look like?
But again, if this is any indication, she is just going to go home back and just be empty-handed. There are no concessions. The European Union now has really a pack mentality. They think we need to stick together, EU 27. We need to rally behind Ireland. And at this point is not the time to make concessions. The problem is, for Prime Minister May, she looks very isolated. The opposition hates this deal. Her own party hates this deal. And the EU is just not playing in ball because they think at this point they just have to look very tough and perhaps just corner her. But of course, for the UK delegation, they just feel at this point they should get the opposite, a helping hand. They're not going to get it.
Maria, is it correct to say that Ireland is a single distinction here, or is that off the mark?
Right, Tom, to be very frank, in Brussels there's a sense that 85% of the deal, maybe 90%, is done. The only sticking point is the Irish border, but at the time being, and for the time being, this may not hold, but EU 27 behind the Republic of Ireland is just strong. They realise it's not just about one country, but they need to send a very clear message that the EU will not ditch a member state to help the UK, which will essentially become a third country to the UK. If this gets cleared, you could argue Brexit would happen. We would go into March 29th, and there will be a deal. But again, for the time being, that's just not going to be the case. The backstop will not be ditched, and it won't be time limited, at least in the eyes of the European Union. They're just not going to give in yet.